Hey, church family, it's Josh. I just wanted to make a quick video and invite you to kick off 2024 in 21 days of prayer together as a church family, beginning this Sunday, January 7th. It was coming out of the winter last year that I was kind of in a rough place, as I was kind of angsty and restless and trying to settle into the job here. And God was so kind to me, and He just gave me a hunger for prayer. I'm not trying to sound like holy or brag or anything. I'm just saying, like, God met me and just gave me a hunger for prayer, to be with Him in the quiet, pouring out my heart to Him, and also to labor in prayer, to see prayer as work, where we can intercede and we can contend for on behalf of our church family, on behalf of our neighborhood, the city, to see God's kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. It's been so sweet, and a lot of you have joined me in this prayer focus. So we spent the summer prayer walking around Forest Park Elementary as we prepared to launch LifeWise Academy here at our building. And God has answered those prayers in so many fun ways, with the ministry starting bigger than any other ministry in Columbus Public Schools has started, and growing quicker than we can even handle the growth. And was seeing someone baptized in December who got connected to our church through LifeWise. Just beautiful things are happening in answers to our prayers so far. So it makes me that much more excited to lean into 21 days of prayer here as we start the year together. When you look at church history, you see that no big movement, great movement of God in the world happened without first a huge movement of prayer of God's people, people gathering together in prayer. Prayer is the seedbed for God to move in the world. And as I've been here a year at Carl Road Baptist Church, I know that all of us long to see God move, long to see a new work of God, a time of renewal and revitalization here in our church family. And so gathering together in prayer, I think, is the best thing that we could do as we come into the new year. The three ways that you can jump into prayer here together is first, commit to pray every day for 21 days. That starts with a plan, a specific plan, a time of day and a place in your normal routine where you're going to stop and be with God. Maybe journal out what you're thinking about, what you're feeling, what you're fixated on or preoccupied with. Tell that to God, and then read a psalm, reflect on it, and journal what you see or hear God saying to you in the psalm and in the Holy Spirit. This isn't a New Year's resolution, take a break after 21 days or whatever, but just to really focus, cut something out and make time for daily prayer for 21 days. The second thing is we want to invite every single person in our church to spend at least 1 hour in our new prayer room that Mark Large and Sean and Amy Worley all worked hard to put together. It's a very cozy, enjoyable place to be. And of course, we can pray anywhere, anytime, at your kitchen table, at work, wherever. But there is something underrated about getting away to a place that's set apart just for prayer, getting alone. We leave our phone in the car, just be alone with God for an hour. And if an hour seems impossibly long, I just want to tell you that I hear over and over again, and I've experienced myself, that 1 hour in a prayer room often goes by like 10 minutes. It's amazing how quick it goes by when you just get alone with God, and you're just there with Him, and you pray whatever comes up, whatever the Holy Spirit puts on your heart, you put before God, and you listen, and you're quiet and still. The prayer is that would be a good thing. It might be new or different. The thought of like walking in the front of the church building and keying in the code to get into the prayer room, but I think it's a beautiful thing, and I want everyone to at least try it once. And if it's not your thing, that's fine, but to at least try 1 hour of prayer. Really, it's like making a date with God. Putting it on your calendar, saying no to something else because you have an hour with God in the prayer room. You can sign up for that at our website, carlroadbaptist.org, or prayfornorthland.com. You can sign up for the prayer room there. And the third thing is to pick two people to pray for. The first person invites you to pray for someone that you see regularly who's not yet following Jesus. Maybe they even say they're a Christian, but they're not really practicing or living out the way of Jesus or anything like that. Someone that you see regularly that doesn't know Jesus or isn't following Jesus, that you could pray for as part of your 21 days of daily prayer. And the second person is to pick someone in the church family that you can pray for, someone who's on your heart. And also, if you want to go to the next level, I want to invite you to pick someone to pray for in our church family who is difficult for you to love. I don't know if we're allowed to be that honest in church, but it's just a fact of life. Being a part of a church is that there are people in our church family that some of us might find harder than others to love. And there's something really beautiful and powerful happens when we hold that person before God and we ask Him to enter into their story, to draw near to them, and we ask Him to soften our heart and to help us see that person the way that He does. It's so fun for me to imagine and dream based on these 21 days, 3 weeks of prayer. If the lost person we're praying for gets baptized on Easter Sunday because of what we prayed in these 21 days, and to think about maybe coldness or bitterness or even grudges that we've harbored against brothers and sisters in our church family for decades, to see that melted away over the course of 21 days of holding that person before God in love and letting the Holy Spirit do His work to heal wounds and to unite our hearts as one body, as a church family here at Carl Road Baptist Church. So that's the invitation. We'll, of course, talk about it a lot in the upcoming Sundays together, but wanted to make a little video so that you can refer back to it and you can get started early. If you're already a prayer warrior, I invite you to be praying for me about these 21 days of prayer, that God will have mercy on us, meet us in these 21 days, and do great stuff for His glory and our joy.